put that in. So we need to have a env file called .env. Sorry, we will get to Cypress at some point today. I promise. Oh, that's created a directory. That's annoying, isn't it? So what it's done is because there wasn't a file, it created a directory. So we should have. Yeah, we created a directory. See the D there? That's a directory. So let's do an rm dir of .env prod. There we go. Bye bye. Oh. And I'm just gonna create env.prod. Right, I'm gonna grab those details. Off you go. Put them in there. Right then, come out of that. And then I'm going to see if I can fire this up again. So let's do a Docker compose. There we go. Let's fire this up. Ah, that's annoying. Well, it's certainly there. Caused container. This is annoying. Are you trying to mount the directory onto a file or vice versa? It's like it hasn't refreshed it. -f, let's do a down. Let's bring them down. Let's do a docker ps-a. Aha, okay. They've all been removed. That's fine. Let's bring them back up again. That's just deeply annoying. It still thinks there is like... Oh, hang on a minute. It's looking for env. What? There is an env file. Hang on a minute. Contains to rootfs overlay at merged. Why are we looking for a .env file when we have a .prod? That's thrown me a bit. Are you trying to mount a directory onto a... No, I'm not. Let's have a look at my... That looks... Oh, okay. So that is the path on the container. I gotcha. That's the path on the container. That's the path on the local. It's looking for .env.prod. Well, I can tell you that .env.prod exists. So what are you whinging about? What are you whinging about? I reckon it's probably a thing to do with the machine. I'm going to just turn it off. Let's do a docker compose down. Sometimes, yeah, I have to do this. I have to be a -f. Down. Let's close the machine off, stop the machine. So we do docker machine stop. And it is baked by pen. And it's I think this is because it's something to do with the Mac file system, and because I've deleted it from the terminal, the file system on Docker still thinks it exists. So the way I've had this before, the way I've done it is I've had to remove or get rid of, stop the machine, start the machine up again, and then and then that magically refreshes the file system. But if this doesn't work, I am going to have to delete the machine. Oh, sorry, baked shop. Baked by, and then try it again. A little bit of Docker issues here. I hope it sticks on the same IP address. It should do. But yeah, what I think is happening is that there's a problem with the file system. If you remove a file through your terminal, sometimes it screws up the file system on Docker. That's what I think is happening. There's a lot of waiting around today, isn't there? Getting all this sorted. Okay, let's now jump on. Jump on the here. Let's now do a Docker. We'll do an up -d. There we go. Bring them back up. Fingers crossed. This has sorted it. Yes, it appears to. Yes, so I was right. So what I've noticed on Mac especially is that when you remove files and folders through the terminal, it doesn't always get reflected on the Docker file system, in the Docker objects. And so when you try and restart or stop and start a container that relies on a file or a directory that you've just manipulated through the terminal, it can have a bit of a negative effect. There are times that I've done it and it has worked, but sometimes, like this one, it has actually just been a pain in the ass. I'm gonna have to now double check the IP address of that. It should be. Oh. It's because it's baked by pen staging. There we go. Yeah, I believe that's correct. So if we now jump onto here, I'll just bring it over there and then do it. So if we go to, what do I call it? Staging dot baked by pen dot local. That is and we need to put in HTTP at the front. Fingers crossed. Yeah, look. There we go. See, now we've got the basic auth. That's what I'm trying to use. And I believe it's test and ABC for this example. Let's open that up. This should give me a 500 error. This is because there's no database. All I've done is just brought down the images and started up containers. What I need to do now is actually bring in the images, bring in the data. So I have a mighty script for that, and that is in a make file, which I'm just double checking things over. Yep, I think that's okay. So I need to run from here, make restore. It's not restore media, it's restore DB. There we go. That should do it. All right, let's get back into that mode. And let's see, have we done it? Not yet. Oh, actually, no, this is going to fail. I need to do something before this, don't I? Yeah, I did. Sorry about all this. Give me a second whilst I sort all this out. I need to go into that And I need to export some variables to the shell. Yeah, I keep forgetting. Now I need to do a make restore DB. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let's do a clear down on that. And then let's refresh the page. There we go. Look, boom. Now, obviously, I need to bring in the assets, and that stuff. I'm not overly worried about that yet, though. To be honest, I mean, we spent a lot of time just getting this site up and running. We do have the assets, but it would require me having to update a script and then bring them down. So I'm not overly fussed by that. I think what I'm going to do is run the tests. That's what I'm going to do. So we need to do make, I think it's, did I call it E2E? Make E2E, yeah, make E2E. So this is going to bring up Cypress, and then it's going to load the logs. Now you can see that it's already failed because when I did the Docker Compose up, it was automatically running that. So we'll just give it a bit of time. There we go. So now it's rerunning it, rerunning the spec, testing the home page. And we'll have to do this on a sort of a rinse and repeat cycle. It's a bit slow, isn't it? It's faster on my laptop. Come on, why is it running this slow? Usually it's, I wonder if it's because it's the, don't know. I don't know. I think the other pages will be faster because they don't have that Instagram feed. There we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, I mean, that's a heck of a long time to wait for a page. Come on. Right, whilst this is going on, I'm going to learn how to do skipping of Cypress tests. There must be a way. How do I skip a Cypress test? Skip. Skip and only comes from the Mocha framework in Cypress. As the name suggests, skip skips the test and only executes the current test only. These two features are extremely helpful when in development. Use of skip can be added to any test it or test suite describe. Okay, so we could put it there or we could put it in here. For example, if we want to test a test case, skip a test case, we would use this. Use of only, dot only can be added to any test case. Oh, okay, only. So it will only run that test case. Okay, that's fine, I guess. I think skip is good enough for what I need. There we go. We can see that it's passed. So it's ran those 3 tests and they've passed. One thing I want to do, because I think this is taking a wee bit of time, is to perhaps stop the video, because it's now, what Cypress does is it creates you a video to show you what it's done. So if I go back into the code, go back into the code, which I'm not showing because it's off screen. Sorry about that. Let's just get rid of that for a second. There we go. And come out of that. There we go. Right. What I'll show you is, and close that down too, here is in E2E we have our Cypress, and what it's done is it's created these two folders here, screenshots and videos. What it's doing is it's creating an MP4 to show you what has been tested. And I don't really need to do, there we go. I don't really need that in. Maybe what I'll do is turn that off. So let's have a look at Cypress. I'm hoping it's an environment variable. env video. Is there a way to stop the video from actually being generated? Screenshots and videos, okay, fine, but is there anything on the environment variable page? No. Okay, let's go into here. Videos. Video encoding, control which videos you can keep and skip. Doesn't look like it. What's this? There was a flag there when using the record flag. No. Okay, let's... Videos folder. Videos. Video true. Whether Cypress will capture a video of the test run. And this is in configuration, right? So that's in cypress.json. Let's put that in. Woo! Let's put that in. I'm going to create a new branch. If I can. Yep. So git checkout. And we're going to call this features and Cypress we'll do happy pass first. Alright. Oh, I need to do a let's do that again. Git checkout -b, I forgot that. Features let's just do E2E. I know what that means. And what I'm going to do is in Cypress.json, I'm going to have video, and that needs to be, it's in JSON obviously, so it needs to be in quotes. So video, and that I'm going to set that to false because that is what I've seen here, right? I am reading that right, aren't I? Files and folders, videos. So video, whether Cypress will create a video. So that's true. So I'm guessing the other one is false. I'll leave screenshots on because that's pretty useful. Another thing I want to do is have a look at this integration test here. I want to get rid of this because that's just checking that there is latest bakes, which is that. And then this is the link to view all baked goodies, which is there, and that goes to, when you click it, that goes to the shop. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to run that again. This shouldn't produce the interesting. This shouldn't produce the Hold on. Let me think. Think. It is make E2E. That's it. E2E. Here we go. Right, so that's the previous log entry. And then underneath that, we'll see the others. I'm just going to shoot off, grab a drink, and I'll be back very shortly. We'll wait for that to test. We'll wait for that to go through. So yeah, it's now running. So I'll be back very shortly. Okie dokie. I don't like the fact that I'm missing a coaster. I've got nothing to put my tea on. That's annoying. Anyway, let's crack on. So, what we have is this all passing. This is all good. Good in the hood. Let's do git status. Okay. So git commit minus am. Well, let's do a e2e. Oh, great. e2e / Cypress. It's not allowing me to have to copy it. Git add. That's what I need to do, isn't it? e2e Cypress .json. All right. What did not what? Oh, they've already been added. They've just been modified. Sorry. -m. This was turning off. Or, yeah. Disabling video. Good. Right. Now we also did another one which was removing test. Right. Awesome. Right, let's add some more, shall we? So I want to test the... Well, that's blatantly wrong. Where is my... That's not good. Why is that? Why aren't these showing? These should be showing, and I can't... These should be black. Why are these not black? What? There's something wrong here with those two. That sucks. This is why automated testing isn't always the be-all and end-all. Alright, what's more useful to me at the moment? I think it's probably going to be if we follow down this rabbit hole. So we go into, say, no, I want this. I want this to work. Why aren't these working? Why are the colors not in play? What's with that? Okay, that's not good. All right, we'll look over that. I will put in a note in here to fix it. It's not really on the agenda for today, but it's an issue. No. We'll do it as a project item. Okay, so this is primary menu, primary nav. Are not black. These primary links are show and do not display It works on a laptop. Okay. So, we'll just skip over the fact that we can't actually see this. They should be black. They should be the same as that. But they're not. I don't know why. I've got no idea. Why don't we work from the top? So, we have login, register, and the cart on the right-hand side. Why don't we work from the top and work our way down? So, we have login and register. Now, yeah, so let's click on the login. Let's write a test for this. So let's do, and all I want to do right now is just jump on pages. See, the video's gone here. I don't want to do any form filling in. I don't want to do anything crazy like that at this stage. I just want to access non-logged in pages. All right, so login is one of them, obviously. Let's close that down. I will grab all that. Paste it in, which I have. Change that to be login tests. So we're going to check login page displays. So let's get rid of all of this stuff. So we go to /login. And we are looking for, so I'm just concerned with the happy pass customer login at the minute. That's what we want. Now, is it capitalized or not? No. See, this is where I've got this really big monitor, which is great. But when I'm streaming, I can only use a very small part of it. That's why I'm having to flip. I might just quickly move that over here so I can see it. And I don't have to flip between the two. All right, so that's good. We're going to also ensure that we have contains create an account. And registered users. So all this is doing is just checking that these elements are on the page. Is there a way I can check for form fields? Make sure the form's been created. So Cypress, testing, checking. I reckon there's a checking form elements. There must be something it contains, I think, like an optional thing using Cypress. How do I get an inputs value? How do I get an element's text content? How do I compare the value of a state? How do I get an there might be, get, and then that's click, should have a length of 1, name. Can we do, is there a search in here? Can I search for contains as a syntax? Options. Okay, so get contains. So we're getting the nav and we're making sure it contains about. Errors, get cookie, no. Match cases. Regular expressions. Is there a way I can check? All I want to do is just check that there is an input contains. check input exists. That's all I want to do. Cypress, all steps are async, so you should make common function. Ugh, this is getting a little bit too in-depth. Find, here we go, button has a length of greater than 1. Is that really what I want to do? I don't know. That's the same thing, isn't it? I suppose we could do a find and then checking if the length is greater than 0. I suppose that works. Right, what is it that we're looking for? I want to check that, and that works. It exists. In fact, I wouldn't mind just checking if the form is there. So let's grab form element. Does it have a ID? No, it doesn't. Okay, fine. What about the inputs? They have an ID of name. So what was the example that we had here? It's cy find, wasn't it? Dot progress. So cy dot find, and the example was, well, it's just the selector. So that's button. So we should be able to do input name is equal to, I think it was username. And then, if evaluates find. Does that go, can we then do length on here? So that would be equal to 1. Now we need to do some sort of assertion on that to assert that that is. Oh, hang on a minute. Hold fire. I did just see an exists there. Did I? Yeah, exists. Ah, right. Okay, should not exist. Should. Okay. So maybe the simplest is should, unless. No. It's get, and then should. Exist. I think that's okay. Checking the existence. So let's just put that into the username. That's that one. Let's do the password as well. Hey, DevX man, thank you for thanks for following, buddy. Appreciate that. I think there's one called password. Let me just double check what that is about. That's that one. Yeah. Oh, it's the ID. Oh, no. It's the name. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Right, I've created a bunch of stuff in here. Stuff. Contains customer login, which is this heading here. Contains create an account, which is the button. Actually, that should be a button. Okay, that's fine. Registered users is That's registered customers, not users. Which is this one, and then we're checking for these two. Do we also, what's that? A button. Let's also check for the submit button. Is there one button here, and is that a link? Is that a link? Yeah, it is. Okay, so we should be able to do checking for a button as well. So this is button. Not that one. That one. And we can do type is equal to submit. Right, let me just run these tests and see if this works. So make E to E. Okay, so that was the previous output for this, which was just testing the home page. Oops. I might skip the homepage test. They are taking a long time, and it's because of the Instagram feed. Plus, I know they work, and I'll unskip them after the stream. But just for this, just to get this out the door. Come on. The next one will be... Oh, well, the checks linked to the shop, yeah. So that's all good. I'm hoping the login will be quicker. This is only because of the Instagram feed. There we go. So that was all done. Now it's doing the login test. And the login test is super quick. So yeah, they all went through. Fine. So yeah, I am going to, you can see the login. There was one test there because, well, it's one test. I guess I would put in another test to test the actual, creating, site, doing a login and stuff, but we won't worry about that at the minute. One thing I want to just check is that the forgotten password link is in play. So I'm going to put that in there too. The important elements of the page are here. Also the remember me. Let's do remember me first, which is that one there, form group, form check. So it's type checkbox. No. It's an input. Type is checkbox. Should exist. In fact, what I'm going to do, can I duplicate? Can I have a type is equal to there, and then maybe like a comma name is equal to? Can I do that? I don't know if I can. I'm gonna do a name in this case. The reason I'm doing this is just in case they change the framework at some point. There we go. Okay, so that's good. And then the forgotten password is something else that's important. I want to make sure that that is in play too. So we're going to do a get. Yeah, we'll do get a with href is equal to forgotten password. Now I'm going to skip the homepage tests. I think I can do this dot skip. I think that's what I can do. Just because these are taking a very long time. Right, let's try that again. When I say a long time, there we go. Oh no, sorry, there. That was last time. That was last time's report. So we have to wait until it loads up again. I'm sure there's a quicker way of doing this. So that, I'm hoping that's skipping. Yeah, I think that's skipping. Yeah, tests are 3, passing is 0, failing is 0, pending is 3. Yeah, so they've been skipped. Okay, so then we got the login here, and that's passed. Yeah, much quicker. All right, so that's good. Let's move over to another one. Let's go to register page. What have we got on the register page? Okay, some more important things to test. So we've got this. We've got a bunch of these fields to test. That we're only going to test the existence of them. That's all. Let's add that. So describe register tests. Checks register page displays. So we go to /register. I want to make sure that we have register in the store. I don't know if that's probably what we want to call it, to be fair. But this isn't the time to make those decisions. Register in the store. This is that's fine. That's also check for personal information. Anything else? I'm not worried about the labels. Account credentials is something else that we want to make sure that exists. Okay, so now let's move on to the form elements. So I'll deal with that at the end, because yeah. So we've got personal information. So that's the name. So input name is you. That should exist. Same with the last name, right? Same with the email address. Same with the phone number. So that's an input. Name. Then we've got this input here, which is newsletter sign up. Again, I'm not sure whether we need that, but we'll put that in. It's not the time for those decisions. Then we've got under account details, we've got password and password first. That's the ID. Oh, damn it. So what I like doing with these tests, you have one test to test the existence of the form, and then you have another test to test the functionality of the form. And then what I usually do is refactor it so it goes into one single test. But the way I start is by doing it like this, just so I'm used to what the fields are. Otherwise, you get too distracted on where the other page, where the next page should go, and all of this stuff. And you know, messaging and all of that jazz. This just, if you want to bang out a test quickly, just check the elements on the page. Like I said at the start of this stream, I had a lot of problems with when I was dealing with building this app, this site, because I was doing a load of upgrades, and during the upgrade process, a lot of these pages were failing. So I don't care. I didn't care where what the functionality of the pages were. I just cared that the page actually ran. Okay, so then now we've got this in here, which is a submit button. So we'll just make sure that there is an input time. Is it a button? It'll be a button, wouldn't it? Check that exists. Right, now let's move up to the top. This needs to be a link check. We can check for that actually. So this dot contains can I when I check on a contains, what options can I give it? Because selector content. So the selector here could be an A tag, right? With the link, with the href. Of link. Is that the one? That's not how you do it. That's not how you do it, Pete. Come on, you don't put a... Always get confused with this. And double quotes. There we go. On the other side. Ah, now you've screwed it all up. There you go. Right. All right, let's run those tests. Boom. So again, that's what it was before. I'm going to test some unhappy piles now. So now it's doing register. Oh no, we got an error. All right, let's have a look. Timed out. Oh, hang on. One. No. That's not. That needs to be log in. Silly. Yeah, the unhappy paths are the footer. There's quite a few. In fact, we got one more, which is the cart. Yeah, we'll do the cart. We'll do that. We'll get that done. Because if I did... yeah, if I clicked on the cart, that goes to /cart. With nothing in the cart, we should get like a message saying, please, your cart is empty, something like that. Oh no. We've got problems. See, that's an unhappy path right there. I'm going to jump on that and just see what on earth is going on. Let's do a docker compose -f. Still got a failure. I can't find this. Trying to retrying and can't find it. That was the only failure. Okay, let's deal with this first and then I'll have a look at the other one. I think it's because... yeah, oh dear, what have I done? I've duplicated this. Right, let's go back a second. Right, so we've got first name, last name, email address, phone number. Right, then we've got this one here, which is the subscribe to newsletter. Aha, that's why I was using the ID and not the name. Then after that, what happens after that? We then have the password stuff, so I don't need to check that again. Right, I'll let that run. And whilst that's running, I'm going to do docker compare and then logs, oops, -f of web server. Right, so we can see all the Cypress stuff coming through. But what I'm interested in is, if I can see it through the noise, is what that error is all about. I've clicked on the cart page. There should be an error coming through in a minute. Yeah, cart. So 301. Obviously there's an error with the image, that's fine. It's doing some more Cypress stuff. I might have to actually get into the container and have a look at the logs. This is just the access logs, which isn't helpful in the slightest, but we've still got an error. Ugh, multitasking. Type submit. Am I screwing up these selectors again? I am. There shouldn't be that. Right, I'll do it again. Make E2E. Alright, whilst that's going on, I'm going to get into the container. So docker exec -it. I've called it web server, and it's in bash. Tail -f var log prod log. and I want to be jumping on here. I'm going to go and refresh this page. Right, we are looking for an error output. Here we go, no root found. Okay, that's fine. Uncaught exception, no root found for logo. This could be it. Oh, it's the E and V thing. Okay. That's a database issue. I will put this in as a bug. But we've got tests passing on all three now, which is good. I'm going to put in a bug here. In fact, what I should do before I do that, what I should do is create a test to replicate that. So we'll do spec cart, because we're going to have to write a test for it anyway. So we'll do refactor, rename. No, we'll just do cart. There we go. So let's grab. It doesn't matter, does it? So checks cart displays with checks empty cart. There we go. So we're going to cart, and we want to make sure that it contains empty shopping cart, I think is the message. Now obviously we know that this is going to fail miserably, but this will be the first failure. Let's hit save. We will still log this out, and we'll run that again. So we'll run the tests as we've seen before, and then it'll get to the cart and it should just throw up and fail. And then I'll grab the output from that and I'll create a bug for it, and then I'll skip it. What? Hang on a minute. Why has that just passed? Pending is 1. Exited with code 0. What does... hang on a minute. What's going on here? Why are you exiting with code 0? So this gets skipped. Now it's doing the logins. Now it's doing the register. And then it's exiting with code 0. Is it because it just fails? Is there a way I can just use tell Cypress just to run one test? Because I can see that this is going to get quite problematic. Ugh, stop going on to medium posts, please. No, that doesn't help. Okay, yes. You can supply Cypress run spec. That's what I need. Just let this go through. I reckon it's... I'm just gonna put this in a bug report, I think. Keep it simple. Do I still have it on my clipboard? No. Okay, it's somewhere in here, isn't it? Not that. Somewhere in here is something to do with the ENGB. There is a problem with the database I need to adjust. I have it working on the laptop, but not there we go. But not on the copy of the database I've got here. But I need to make a new version. Okay, so cart page not displaying. That's the error. And we'll convert that to an issue. All right. And I'm gonna just jump into that and just bug. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to skip that test because I know that it's... Oh, I've skipped it. That's why. I've already skipped it. Let's unskip it. That's why it doesn't come through and why it's exiting on 0. Jesus. What a moron. Let's run that again. Oh, dear. Sorry. Right. We should see an error coming through here. No, I don't want to send this as an email. I can't believe I set that to skipped and I didn't realize. Right. We should see an error coming through. So it should be an unskipped and a failing test. I just want to make sure that that is the case. Here we go. Right. So it's going to do the cart now. We got the error. The error's come through and that's failed. Marvelous. That's what we want. 500. That's exactly what we want to do. And now it's running on the others. I might just leave it. I might just leave it in rather than skip it. I might just leave it as is because it's just testing that. Cool. What I will do is I will put a note on here for me to, not that one, to adjust. So this is breaking E2E test spec_cart.js, and then we'll give it an error output. And we'll attach that. Right, there we go. Awesome. Okay, cool, done. Next test. We have our first failing test, and that's the cart page. Kind of an important page of an e-com shop. Okay, so we got some failing tests in here that I can do. So I know that the about page, I think that works. God, my it's frustrating when my doc doesn't stay. Okay, so yeah, the about page, that's in play, but the other footer ones don't. So we'll do about. So we want to go to about, and we want to make sure that this says about us with a lowercase u. How's that going? Yeah. Oh, uppercase u. Yeah. So we need to content stock this, obviously. It's a bit barren. Whilst we're at it though, we'll run through some others. So we've got the about page, we've got the terms and conditions page, which doesn't work. What I should also do is check that we are, no, that's fine. Terms and conditions. Essentially, it's going to be exactly the same as that. However, I know that this doesn't work. Check that the terms and conditions page. So we go to, I think we're just going to call it terms. Or terms, no, terms. Terms. We haven't quite decided this. Terms conditions. Okay, so we'll make sure that that's terms and conditions. Now I know that this doesn't work at all. Another one that doesn't work at all is the privacy policy, because we haven't written it yet. Yep, on the right one. Yeah, that's good. This will be very handy for just verifying that these are written and active. Very light tests. Contact us doesn't work. Same deal. I'm just going to do contact. What else doesn't work? FAQs don't work. Now, I don't know if we should do frequently asked questions as a thing. Maybe. As a URL. Or just use FAQs. Let's just do FAQ for now. FAQ. No, I think this is better. Now I know all of this is going to fail because none of this actually works. Delivery and shipping. Now whether that goes into another thing in the returns policy or whether that goes back into the FAQs. Whether it should be a separate page, I don't know. Maybe we should remove those. This is where I'm making a decision, and I tell you what, we'll keep it as is. It's in the thing, it's in the thing. We haven't had a discussion yet as to what that's going to be, so let's just put them in. Delivery and shipping. Again, this doesn't work either. Not yet. I'm just going to call this delivery. Delivery and shipping, and returns policy as well. That doesn't work. So now we're testing the unhappy paths because none of this works. Returns. Terms and conditions page. So this is returns policy page. Okay, so we've put in a load of stuff that doesn't work. So we'll run a test, and we should see a lot of failures, which is great because then I can record those as actual bugs. As actual bugs, we should see a load of red here. Just come out of this for a second. Oh, that container. Okay. All right, so that's the first failure, which was what? The cart. Now it's trying to do the contact page. Why is that passing? Contact us page. Why is that passing? What? Oh, we do have it. Well, there we go. I didn't know that. Okay, specs page. We'll go through it all in a minute. It'll give you a summary of what's failed and what hasn't. And then I'll use that to create the tickets. And then we'll go through them later to update the site. There we go. There's another failure. It failed. This is a good way, I think, of using testing because you... Oh, great. Then we got the memory link. Yeah, because you've got now a specification, a set of specifications of things that should work, you know, you get a higher level of confidence when these go green. So, for example, we don't have the about page. The cart page is failing because of that server issue, which is a database thing. We don't have this page. We don't have this page. We don't have this page, we don't have this page, and we don't have this page. These are all pages that I need to create. This is my tick sheet. I'm just gonna change the tunes because I can't tell whether that's drum and bass or if I'm walking through a construction site. Anyway, it's not drum and bass, is it? It was what are the kiddies like? The Skrillex stuff. That makes me sound really old. I can't think of it. It's not garage. It's not house. Anyway, whatever. That was painful to the ears. I love Harris Heller, but that was annoying. Okay, so so let's go through this. Right. So we don't have the spec, and we should see a bunch of screenshots that come through. Yeah, here we go. So this should be a 404. You know, yes. A 404 not found. So what we could do is we could actually attach the test to the thing, I suppose, to, you know, attach the image to the ticket. So let's do that. Okay, so bug. About page 404. About page is missing. Error 404. And it's slash about. And we'll set that as convert that to an issue. What's the next one? That's just broken the cart, isn't it? So we won't worry about that. This one here, delivery specifications / delivery. Convert that to an issue. It is / delivery. Error 404. Next one down is FAQ. Same deal. / frequently asked questions. Convert that to an issue, and it is frequently asked questions. Error 404. Next deal on with this is the privacy policy. Can't spell privacy. Privacy policy page. Privacy policy is missing. Same deal. Add that. Convert that as an issue. It was, what was it? Privacy policy. And the error here is 404. Wonderful news. Next one is the returns policy. We're going to convert that to an issue, and we're going to, what's that? Returns policy. Error 404, and we're going to have question: should this information be inside? Should the returns policy that I can't spell. Should the returns policy be a separate page? Should be a separate page, or should it be, or should the information be within the FAQ? I can't spell separate. You're not going to offer me any. I really can't spell separate. Man, how do you spell that? Dyslexia strikes again. It's because of the A and the R. And the A, that's the thing that throws me every time. Right. There we go. Convert that to an issue. There is another one, isn't there? It is the terms and conditions. See, again, should this be in the terms page? Have I already done the... No, this does need to be a thing. Bug. Terms and conditions is missing. Convert that to an issue. This is, I forget what I've called it, terms conditions. Terms. Error 404. I'm going to give it a question. Should the URL be terms or terms conditions? Right. Privacy policy. There was another one, wasn't there? Delivery page. Was it that one? The delivery page that had the question about the... Yeah. Question. Should the delivery page be should the delivery be a separate page, or should the yeah, that'll do. I know what that means. Okay, cool. I am also going to jump into the issues here, and we're going to go into labels, and do we have a question label? Yeah, we do. Sweet. So I'm going to have to do this separately, I think. So let's open up that one. Again, we'll do all the assignees. Labels are it's a bug, and it's also a question. Sweet. I won't put any milestones on it yet. We haven't really discussed any of those yet, so that's fine. Next one. Oops, sorry, that was my cup of tea. Returns policy. We'll do the same deal. Assign it to myself. We'll put in the labels, bug, and question. And then we've got privacy policy. Bug. And question. And as I'm doing this, I've just remembered that there is another bug that I've just found, but I'll get onto it in a minute. It's the contact us is in there twice on the footer, I think. So we'll just have just make sure that this is all wired up. Question. This will help when I'm filtering this through. Although they seem to all be the same thing. But it's a good way to keep yourself organized, I think. All of this jazz. So, bug and question. There we go. Good. Next up, we've got the cart stuff not doing its thing. So this isn't a question, this is just a bug. And this is a bug with the database. And I don't think we've got database stuff in here, do we? No. So we'll do a new label. Database. Let's put this lowercase. So go back to issues, and it was this one here. And I'm going to just fill out this a little bit more because that's the issue here. And we'll do, what shall we do here? What do I remember? Okay, this is an issue with it was the country entity. This is an issue with the country entity. It has the wrong, okay, full stop. The default country has an incorrect code. That's right. Which cannot be found in the database. Right. This requires it's not a migration. No, it is. This requires a migration. So I did this, I fixed it on the laptop, but I jumped into the database and actually manually did it in SQL in the console, which isn't great. So what I need to do is I need to bring down the database, which I've got here. I'll have to do it on this machine. Write a migration for it, and then revert the database on the laptop, just so they've got a stable. Do I do it from migration? Or do I just? Okay, this requires this either requires a migration or a manual update to the staging database with a backup. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So I could do it on the staging server and then back that up and then do a make DB to restore DB to then restore it back to the laptop and to here. That'll do. Yeah. Okay. So we are. I still haven't marked that as. I have. I just didn't refresh the page. There we go. So we're good. Those tests are in. Okay, so yeah, here we go. There's an error here. We've got customer care, and we've got contact us. So I think what we need to do is remove contact us from Baked by Pen, I think. So we'll put in another bug. Remove from duplicate contact us link in footer. Again, assign it to myself, and I'm going to label that as a bug. Do I have anything to do with UI in here? I don't think I do I? No. Let's create a new one. We'll call it UI, because it is. Go back to the issues here. Oh no, have I not? There we go. Thank you, sticky forms. So it's a bug and it's something to do with the UI. Oh, rats. Come on. Right, bug. UI. Thank you. Cool. Yep. Good stuff. Okay, let's do something else. Let's go over to the homepage and then do some more testing for various other things. I think, though, what I need to do is go and get a drink. Dubstep, that's it. Thank you for letting me know. Dubstep, yeah. I'm not a massive fan, as you can probably tell. Dubstep does just make my ears bleed. Why am I using Cypress? This is another question. What are the advantages does it have over WDIO, for example? Well, I wish I knew what WDIO was. Let me just grab that and put that into the old browser thing. I'm probably gonna... WebDriver IO. Oh, I see. Right. So you mean like Selenium. Selenium. So, yeah, I'm a massive fan of Selenium. Massive fan. And I'm a massive fan of Codeception. So... And I was thinking about whether or not to do this in Selenium this morning, because I set this up this morning, and I wasn't sure whether or not to do it in Selenium. The reason why I'm doing it in Cypress is because of the speed. It is so much quicker. There's also not a lot of upfront cost in terms of getting a Selenium server running. I would need to create a Docker container specifically for Selenium and then run the tests from the site that hit the Selenium, which goes into the WebDriver. I also find that some of the WebDriver tests can be quite annoying to write. They're quite the selectors and XPath is a pain. One of the benefits, though, that I like with Selenium, especially with Codeception. Codeception is a PHP framework that has acceptance tests in, and you can use, feature tests, and you can use Behat and stuff. One thing I really like with Codeception is the fact that you can write, you can set it up so when you run a test and finish a test, the database gets torn down, and you could do that through Codeception. I've done that on the How to Code Well site. And the beauty with that is because you're testing in PHP, that is a PHP command. With Cypress, you would need to create some sort of connection to the database through JavaScript, which is possible, but it's just not as easy to do, I don't think, as it is with Selenium and Codeception. Codeception is just so good. I really do like, and Codeception's great when you're testing APIs. So the other argument is, why choose another programming language specifically for testing? Because if you're writing a PHP application, why choose JavaScript? Now we have Codeception running in here. We have Codeception in the tests directory. This is Codeception, and we have we don't have any. We got some tests. We have some acceptance tests, but I was finding that they were running really slow and really sluggish and just being annoying. So you've seen how quickly I can write these E2E tests in Cypress. So a part of my gripe with Selenium is the speed in which it takes to actually get something running. You don't have to have a whole Selenium server for that can connect to a Chrome browser. It's all done within Cypress, which is nice. So yeah, I don't know if I would prefer it though. It really depends. I'm not a massive JavaScript fan, so there's that. And also, I want to try something new as well. Anyway, I need to go and grab a drink because my throat is starting to get really dry. So I will come back soon and we will continue on with some more testing. I think we'll go back to some of the happy paths. Anyway, I need another cup of tea. I will speak to you all soon. Where's the button? Where's the button? Too many buttons. There we go. Right, I'll be back. Be back soon. Haha, I return. Okay, so what I'm going to do this time is a little bit more of a I guess you could call it a bit more of a thorough test, an actual going from one page to another page to another page. So I don't actually know how long this is going to take, but oh, I'm in the wrong view. But what I want to do now is go from the home page, and I want to click on the buy now. Now, don't worry about the assets. I haven't copied them through, so the images won't appear, but whatever. And I want to click on add to cart. And I want to take it all the way to and that's the server error. So I want to take it to there. And then discover this issue. That's what I want to do. So, okay, so we're at the old home page. So I'm going to create another spec in here. So this is going to be we're going to do place order. So we're going to try and place the order. Obviously, we get to the cart and it fails because of that database issue, but we will try and do that. So we'll do place order test. So checks that a order can be placed. So we go to the home page. That's the first thing we do. Then what we do is we click on buy now. Now, how do we go and get the first one? I suppose that's what we need to do. I don't think there's any. I may have to just quickly Google this. So Cypress, click on first element with class. Is that going to help? Let's think about this for a second before I dive into this. Don't think this is going to help because there's going to be another. These two elements up here will have the same class, I believe, as this BTN primary. BTN, yeah, that's not going to work, is it? No. Okay, can we click on the first element that says buy now? So click on first. So first options, nav A first. Okay, we might be able to do something with that. Li class 1, 2, 3, and 4. Li getting the first one. Could I look at getting the first one from well, it's the first one of main container, isn't it? Yeah. So, okay, so could we therefore do cy get main container dot find, or we could even do cy dot get main container get, and then it would be li a. Well, no, it wouldn't be li main container and then a href. And where does this go? Yeah, so we want to go to there actually, don't we? Yeah, so we just want to do href, then we want to find that and then click on that. Yeah, okay. Let's I mean, we could traverse it to get the first card body. Let's just throw some things at the page and see what happens. So we want to visit this. Then we want to do cy dot. Yeah, I want to say get, and then it is dot main. Is it container or main content? I've forgotten. Container in here. It looks like it's main content. Homepage. We could just do homepage. Okay, so we get the homepage. We're looking for an A link, which has, we could even do .btn. I think that's wise, is it not? That's the first. I don't know. I'm getting lost now. So li.btn. Get that. Get the first. Get li. Maybe not. Find. That might help. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we want to do find. We want to do homepage dot find dot, and then we want to do find. Let's find a specific product. That's probably better. So we want to find href. Again, I've screwed this all up. That needs to be another thing I would say with Selenium or with Cypress is that these you're literally writing CSS. You know, the DOM. You're manipulating the DOM. Far easier than Selenium, the web drivers. Input. Okay, so this would be / and what would the product be? It would be that, right? So if we edit the attribute, copy that, pasted that into there like so. There we go. And then I think what we do is click. Do we need to even do this? I don't know. I don't think we do. We did something, didn't we? We on the home page, we clicked a link. That's all we need to do, right? So we go to homepage. There we go. It's this one. That's all I needed to do. I needed to do a cy contains an A link that you click. I think. Yeah, place order. Yeah, so that would be contains. So we don't need any of this. It's just cy and then click. And then what we want to do is check the URL to make sure that it is okay. I think this, although the contains. So that would be the selector that goes in, right? So we would do, sorry, I'm thinking on my feet here. That would be the selector. That would then be buy now. There we go. Then we would click it. Then we would do should include. There we go. Okay. So now we should be on the on this page. Cool. So we're going to make sure that this page contains the add to cart button, which is it is a button. It's a submit button. So we do button Well, we could just do add to cart, can't we? Yeah. Yeah, we don't have to actually, yeah. So contains add to cart. That's all lowercase, right? Yeah. And then we do click. Now click is going to go to this cart page. So we do another should after this. We'll split this up a minute. Let's do that. So add to cart. It should include /cart. And then it should also contain the text. Success item has been added to cart. We should also see, oops. Damn it. We should also see success item has been added to cart. Cool. We don't click that, we just see it. Well, just make sure it contains. We should also see that this changes to the price. So it is a span PR2. I'm not sure. We may have to do some jiggery pokery on that to make sure that that span class is a particular class that I can look for or something. I don't know. Was that header sidebar? Row just yeah, none of these have any kind of. Let's try that. That's an ID. So what am I looking for here? Another contains, I think. Do it. And we want to make sure that I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we'll run a test, so we'll see. If it's that, then span. I'm not going to use that modifier. But anyway, that should have... Again, I don't know if this is going to work because this is using a dollar symbol, a pound symbol, which I can't find on my keyboard. Let's just copy that. There we go. And change that to 15. Okay, so that's the happy path, but we know it fails because we have this. So we have the next page on from this is it's a I think it's a payment, place payment. I just want to load up my laptop a minute and just see what it is. Bear with me a minute, because I know it works on this one. Yes. Okay, so it should say your shopping cart. Which it doesn't. Because this is the summary page, I think. Hang on. Page before the address. Yeah. And then you do checkout. There we go. Oops. So we should also see a button called checkout that we click. And that takes us to So I'm just doing this on the laptop with an updated database. So we click on checkout, and it takes us to checkout address. Yeah, so we should see in so we'll do another one down here. This should take us to checkout address. Now I'm not going to go any further than that because I know it fails. So I'm going to leave a, I leave a note. At to do finish journey once the above is working. Okay, otherwise I'm just going to put in a load of stuff and then it's going to, it's going to fail up here. It's going to fail there. So it's already, so maybe we should, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that'll do. Right, let's just run this test and see, and see. There we go. Ah, man. I am thirsty. I'm on a protein shake at the moment. And the place I get the protein from, powder. So I've given them a sort of a largish order that should last me for about 2, maybe 3 months, if at a push. But and I thought I'll get it in quick before the bank holiday. It's bank holiday Monday here, or will be tomorrow in the UK. And I thought, well, I'll get it in quick. That means I've got it for the bank holiday, which means I can go out for some. A big run and some great workout and all that stuff. And there's been a problem with the delivery. So it hasn't arrived. But I'm not going to say a saving grace, but unfortunately I did a 4-mile run with Murphy, my dog, last Tuesday, and I sprained my ankle. So I haven't been able to run anyway, so I wouldn't be able to run even if I had it. So I've been doing a lot of weight training instead, which has been good, but unfortunately now I really need the protein because the powder, because I've got like literally half a scoop left. I should have ordered it before last week, unfortunately. I was like, when you look at it and you go, oh yeah, I got plenty left, and I just didn't think. Whenever I say I've got plenty left in terms of the powder, I should really get more. Lesson to be learned there. So I'm on green tea at the moment, and then I'll get onto that shake afterwards. And of course, because it's Bank Holiday Monday, nothing's going to be delivered tomorrow, I doubt. So it's all be delivered next week, and that's a little bit too late. First world problems. Aha! Right, here we go. We got some problems here. Let's have a little look at this. So place order has failed miserably. Let's go and check the old screenshots. So place order. Let's have a look at you. Where have we got to? Oh, we haven't even got to that bit yet. We are just on the home page. So that didn't really work. It's looking for contains ahref. It should be that one there. Okay, that's not good. I've obviously messed up something. Let's go back to the terminal a minute. Let's actually see. I have to go through all of these errors. Nope. That's spec register. That's privacy policy. That's place order. Here we go. This is the issue. So place order. So check. Yeah. Okay. So timed out when retrying within selector. That didn't happen. But never did. Okay. So it can't find that selector on the home page. Oh, hang on a minute. Why are we... No. I'm in the wrong place. Place order. Here we go. Right, so it can't find that. Why? Why can that not be found on the home page? Okay, it's expected to find content by now. Oh, it's got a capitalized N. That's why. That's why. Okay. Fine. Let's. Oops, that's not gonna help. Let's run that again. Another thing that I really like with Cypress is that it generates videos. So it's, if you're, I mean, I'm not a tester by trade, I'm a developer. And I can tell you now that the best way to show a developer that a bug exists, when you have a very convoluted set of steps, is to give them a video, because the video, you can pause the video and you can see exactly what the user did, what they clicked, where they went, what they saw, and it's proof. It gives you proof. The screenshots are okay. The screenshots give you to the point in which it happened, so they give you the actual error, the thing in which it last saw, the last frame of the video, if you will, which is all right. But when you've got a convoluted set of steps to make, the video is really good, because it will show you what happened, the journey, the history to that point. Often when there's, you know, a really complicated bug and it requires like a particular account in a particular state, clicking on a particular thing, you know, when there's loads of those variables and stuff, it's best to have hard proof that you can share with your devs. The worst thing is to not have any proof, no screenshots, nothing, and it just says it doesn't work, and the tester is unaware of the conditions and constraints of the system, and the developer is unaware of the setup that the tester has and has gone through. So having a video shows exactly what the tester did, or in this case what the automation did in order for it to happen. Okay, so we got an error here on place order. We're not going to worry about the rest of this. Okay, so here we go. Timed out retrying web server chocolate brownies to include cart. I think what we'll do is we'll have a look at that. In fact, maybe we need to turn on the video here, because I'm not sure what's going on. going on? Let's have a look at this a minute. Okay. Okay, so we're on the chocolate brownies page, chocolate orange brownies page, and we have expected behavior web server to include cart. We've just clicked add to cart, right? Have I missed something here? Right, so we hit buy now. I think I missed a step, haven't I? Again, this is another good thing of having a video, because you can actually see if a tester reports something and they've missed a step or something. I don't know. Right. So we clicked on add to cart. Okay. So, right. I think the problem here is the redirection, because when we clicked on add to cart, we got redirected to the cart page, which is fine. But if I was to look at that screenshot, you can see that it's starting to refresh here, and you can see that it's loading, but it's taken a snapshot straight away. So I think we need to put it in like a little delay or a wait or something at this point. Not there. At place order. About here. So we've clicked add to carts. I think we need to... Let's have a look and see what the options are for clicking. Tell you what happens straight away is that when we click on add to cart, that increases, right? So if we go back to here, we might be able to wait for that to increase. Let me just refresh here. Yeah, you see it's at 45. Let's just bring that down for a second. Let's hit add to cart, and we should be able to wait for that to change. So we wait for the element to change. Or do we wait for the redirection to change? See, that's gone up. That's jumped up now. Alright, I suppose what I need to do is... delay click. There's a wait here. Wait for a number of milliseconds, or wait for an aliased resource to resolve before moving on to the next command. So you can wait for like 500, I guess that's milliseconds. Or wait for @getProfile, I don't know what that means. Do we have any better examples? Oh wait, this is I think that's an alias, right? Intercept that call. Interesting. So you can intercept that call, visit this, and wait for the interception. So get books, as get books. So we intercept that. We then deal with the search. We wait for get books, which is this. We then get the results, and it should be wait automatically increments and responses. Okay, so I guess what we need to do in that case, I think I want to do that, to be honest, with the weights and everything. I think that looks good. We need to see what it is that we're waiting for. So if we go to this bit here, we've clicked it, right? What's that example? The example is I'm going to just bring intercept, get, wait. Do I have to click this and then do an intercept? Now, what's the... what's the call here? It's a submit, and the form takes us to Ajax here. So I'm wondering if we copy that and we do, it's a post request, I think. Post request. So we intercept that post request. I'm just going to do that, to be honest. Add. I'm not going to worry about as add to cart, right? And then, yeah, because you can see down here, there's the data redirect. There we go. So, whoops. So what I need to do is wait for that. To resolve. And then check the URL should include cart, and then and then just go on with the journey. Right. I think that might work. Let's give that a go. Imagine doing this in Selenium. That would just take it. That would literally take me hours to do. Dealing with an Ajax request. But because this is running in the DOM, and because this is asynchronous, it works asynchronously. You know, there's no having to wait for an arbitrary number of seconds. That's always what I found, flaky tests on Selenium, is when you're dealing with all of this stuff and you're pressing buttons and you're basically at the mercy of the speed in which your server runs at. You know, the amount of hacks of seeing things like just upping the wait time. Has it done it yet? I don't know. That's the FAQs, that's the 404. Shipping and delivery. Maybe I think I'm getting impatient. See the privacy policy. Register. Well, I can see if the image has changed. No, what? This is the default blank page to test your application. Okay, that's not what I was thinking. Just wait for all this to go through. I think there's a syntax error. Come on. Spec cart. Spec about. Okay, right. So that's the about one. That's the cart. Yeah. Contact us. Delivery and shipping. This is why I wanted to skip these tests, knowing that they fail. That's the home page. Here we go. Here we go. Something ain't right here. Why is that? Intercept is not a function. Well, it is. Because I copied it from your docs. So unless I need to install something, intercept, spy, and stub network requests and responses. Intercept is a successor to root as of Cypress 6. Okay. So I'm not on Cypress 6. So let's just do... So that's a point. Let's go over to here and create a new issue in the projects. Upgrade. Cypress to at least 6.0. Okay, so we'll have a look at root. Hopefully it's the same deal. Can intercept all types of network requests, including fetch requests. Does not require a server before. Does not influence the intercept. Does not have a method. This might be a bit tricky. This might be a little bit interesting. I don't know if this is going to work. We have an example of a post request waiting there, so where are we? Place order. So instead of that, we do a root. Now let me just make sure that the syntax is all good. So we do post as post user, so that seems to be okay. I'm not sure about this. Maybe we need to just get rid of that for a sec. As can't. And then waiting for that to process. Let's give that a go. Fingers crossed. Right. Lots of failures. My plan is to do these in the evenings next week and get to a point where on the next stream these are all working and passing, and then we can sort of like go over other things. So I need to create these pages and I need to fix the database, which I've got a hacky fix for anyway, but I need to come up with a way that I can migrate to other machines. Okay, here we go. This is the place order job. What's it going to do? I bet it'll fail again, but I'm hoping it'll fail at a different point. It's certainly giving it some thought. I don't know how long it waits for. I don't know how, I don't know if there's a timeout. Okay, it failed. Let's have a little look at this. So, cannot be invoked before starting. Ugh. Okay, I think I'm going to have to upgrade it to Cypress 6. Let's do that. Let's see if we can get those in. So let's do a, what am I looking for here? Let's put that into there. We're not doing that. I should have moved that away today. because I only have one work limit in there. So upgrade Cypress to at least 6. Let's yuck. Let's come out of this then. Right. Let's do git status. Let's do git commit -am. Adding tests. Git push. Git checkout. -b. No. Master. Actually, no. What I need to do is staging. Git pull. Okay. Git merge. Features. E2E. Okay. Then I need to do git checkout of master. Then I need to do git checkout -b features, and this is Cypress. Upgrade. Okay, so we want to upgrade this to yes. Okay, I know you're freaking out. I've just basically got rid of all the tests. Okay, I need to jump into the Docker staging, and it's down here. I want to change that. It's only on 4, you see. So what is the latest version of Cypress? We might as well use it. How do I find that out? How do I find that out? FAQ. It's not going to be in the FAQs, is it? Migrating to Cypress. No. Guides. Key differences. Well, it's a Docker image, isn't it? They could find that on Docker Hub. So look for Cypress. Cypress browsers, Cypress included. That's what we've got running. I think that's what we have included. Yeah. So their latest tag is 8.13. Wow. Okay, 8.30. Okay, let's just bump that up to 8.3. 8.3 point, what was it? 1 or 2? 1. And then let's do make E2E. Oh yeah, now it's pulling, so it's pulling the latest one. And the reason I've done this in a different branch is, well, A, it's because it's a different task that I'm on now, and B, there's a chance that this is going to fail. So I wanted the other branch to be specifically test criteria. And in fact, we can go and have a look whilst we wait for that to go through the actions and see what's going on. So it's still running through staging. It's doing a build and push. This is going to do a build, and then it's going to push it over to Docker Hub once it's ready. And in fact, what I can do is get a pull request running for this. So let's do a create a pull, merge it in. No, actually, let's not merge this in yet, because I need to fix that test. even though I know that it's going to fail, it'll have the same result. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll merge this into master, and then I'll jump back onto that branch and then merge master into that branch. Fix that test, which should allow me to use the intercept method. And then I think what I'll do is I'll probably call that a day, because that's quite a long stream. It's like 6:10, and I've been sat down. The reason why I'm sat down is because of my foot. I'm usually stood up. We saw a film last night. I don't know if anyone's seen it on the chat, but we saw 1917. That was a really good film. First time I've seen it. I was originally going to watch Tomorrow's War, which is I've seen that before. That's really good. I like that. But 1917 was it was really it was an emotional roller coaster. It was good. Very sad. What the boys had to do, during the war. There's a few issues I had with it, because I was looking at it from a logical mind, I suppose. So the main character, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but let's just say he got very wet. And he was carrying with him orders to give to the front line. And the commander that he was giving it to, Benedict Cumberbatch. And anyway, he went through this whole rigmarole in order to get to the front line, to get these orders, to give the commander the orders. And part of that was that he got very, very wet. Very wet. And his orders were on a piece of paper. He was also carrying other things as well that were paper-based. And he got to the point where he was underwater. That's how wet he got. And anyway, he got to the end, to the commander, and he gave over this bone-dry piece of paper. So it's like, no. And that to me kind of spoiled it a bit. It's kind of thinking that piece of paper should be like, if it was dry, it shouldn't be as crispy white. It was almost like the director had just given him a plain sheet of A4, you know. Of all the things. Here we go. So we're on that new latest version of 8.3.1. We're running Electron 91. And we're just running the first homepage test that we know already works. Got watery eyes. So, come on. We know this takes a long time. It's because of those Instagram images. What I need to do is cache them. In fact, that's what we'll do. We'll put that into a little note in our to-do list. I don't think I've got that, actually. Let's have a look. If I've already got that, I don't know, in the backlog. No, I don't think I do. So let's create a new task, and this will be to cache Instagram images. So they are, in Instagram images. And I will it's actually Instagram feed, isn't it? Cash. Murphy has been startled by something outside, I think. I am just going to have to check on him. Bear with me a second whilst I do that. Find button. Sorry about that. Murphy was just letting me know that someone in our street was having a takeaway. What was I doing? Caching Instagram feed. Oh yeah, cache the images that are displayed on the homepage, so they are not reloaded on each page, on each visit. That'll do. Alright, save the note. So, and we're changing that to we're changing that now to 8.3.1, I believe. So let's have a look and see how that's going. Oh, it's done, and it's passed. Wonderful news. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do, git commit -am, upgrading Cypress to 8.3.1. We'll push that out. And what I will do as well is we will what shall we do? We need to merge that into staging. No, we don't. No, we don't. We need to merge that into master, so we'll do a pull request. And then we'll merge master into, yeah, okay. Right, where is all of this stuff? It's in pull requests. Here we go. So I'm not going to worry about the checks, I'm just going to merge it in because I know that it all works. Delete the branch, and then we're going to jump into git checkout master, git poll to bring it down, and then we're going to do a git checkout of features, and I think I called it E2E. Yep. And we're going to do a git merge of master. There we go. So we should now have, yeah, cool. So we're back on the E2E branch. We've got all the tests, and we're working on the place order test. We've also changed. We need to change that to be intercept. Yes. There we go. And I am going to pass that in as it was. Right. Let's see if this works now. So let's do a make E2E. Here we go. I mean, Murphy is knackered. We went out for it was a 9 kilometer walk today in the forest, and yesterday we went out for a 5.5 kilometer hike. So he is tired. I'm tired, and my foot is not happy. So I think I'm gonna have to put some ice on it tonight. Oh, man, I miss running. I miss my runs. Hopefully I can get back into that in the next few weeks. I've got what I did is I sprained it. I don't know if you call it a sprain or I rolled the ankle. Luckily, it didn't. It started to get bruised up, but then it went down. But it just doesn't feel 100%, and I don't want to do any running on it because I know what I'm like. I'll be like, oh, it's great, let's go for another five miler. That actually went so quickly compared to the last one. So they've obviously done some updates to the to the performance. So the one that we're looking for is this place order thing, and I want to see what is failing at this point. So before we had the problem with the intercept, and then we had the problem with the version. Intercept wasn't in this one, so then we had to change the version, and now I put it back to intercept because we did try and do the route. Interactive is not a function. Have I called it interaction instead of I have. Oh, you fool. Intercept is what I need to do. Right, sorry about that. Let's try it again. Although, to be fair, it was so quick. That's fine. Okay, come on. Do those things. It's so much faster than using Selenium. I have, on the How to Code Well site, I've got about 50, maybe 60 acceptance tests, and they just take so long to do. Like 10 minutes to do the whole test suite. That includes the unit tests and the integration tests, sure, but this is flying. One thing I will have to do at some point is to work out how to connect Cypress to the database, to then refresh the database after each test. Because obviously you want to be testing the same data again and again and again, otherwise you get bad. You just keep adding to the pile of data that you're testing. And if you want to test specific accounts and stuff at a specific point in time, then you need to have. Here we go. Okay, wait timed out. The first request, add to cart, no requests ever. What's that? No requests ever occurred. What? Right, that doesn't make any sense. Let's have a look at this. Aha! So we're here, and now we're waiting for it. Is it just because it went so fast that I didn't need to intercept it? Yeah. I think what we need to do... I think we need to put that above the contains. I think. So... request events, intercepted responses, something to do with life cycles. No, I'm not interested in that. Let's have a look at weight. Someone else is getting a takeaway. I think I'm gonna have to check on Murphy again. Yeah, bear with me a minute. That's a noise of Daddy Bear Cohen C. All right, give me a second. I've had to bring him in the office because he's not happy with the Domino's delivery driver. Are you, buddy? Oh, right. Let's see. I would really like to get this sorted. I'm gonna just bung this above here. And get this running whilst I read a little bit more about this. Yeah, I think they put that up above. Yeah. He's now laying by the door. Cute. Man. Any joy on this? What's going on? That's the FAQ stuff. Place order, here we go. Come on. Yeah, what I did was I clicked it and then I tried to intercept it. What I should have done is intercepted it and then clicked it. As in, request it to be intercepted and then click it. Intercept the request, wait for it to do its thing, and then check the URL. I think that's the order in which I should have done it. So hopefully this is a different error. It's not. No request. Maybe then I just am barking up the wrong tree here. Maybe I should just not do an intercept. Yeah, because I'm already on the page in which I want to test for. So maybe what I should do is just not maybe what I should just do is comment these out. So we just click on that, add to cart, off we go. Let's try that. Yeah, maybe that's what we need to do. Unless I have this wrong. Maybe it's that I need to remove. I don't know. Let's just try it like this and see. If this doesn't work, then we'll have to go back to it. Ba, 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 ba. Maybe the new version is so quick I don't need to do a wait. Because it is, it's lightning quick compared to the other one. I mean, it's flying through these tests. I should have done the upgrade beforehand. I didn't even realize that it was on version 8. I thought version 4 was the latest. I didn't realize that it was so out of date. Like literally 4 versions out of date. Here we go, placing the order. Right, I'm gonna let Murphy out because he's sniffing at the door. So bear with me a minute. Oh, we got some errors. We'll check those in a minute. There we go. Right, he's off. Okay, so placing the order. Here we go. Here we go. Right, timed out. Expected your shopping cart, but never did. Ah, is this the error that we're looking for? If this screenshot is on the page in which we want to be, on the cart page, then it's done the thing that we wanted it to do. So if we go to here again, open this up. Yes, we're on the cart page. Yes, it's done all of these things. And yes, it's failing at the right point. Your shopping cart should be here. Or up here, sorry. And then we should have a checkout. So it has done what we needed it to do. Brilliant stuff. That's really good. So we'll do git let's just get rid of the I'm going to do one. I want to have a look at that one more time, the intercept, because I don't fully understand it. I am starting to think, because I do think that this is the right setup, But I'm starting to think that the parameter, these options are the post options. And by saying that there's nothing in here, I've got a feeling it's trying to look for this request with nothing in. So let me I just want to have a little look. So let's get intercept. Maybe we need to have a look at the intercept call. Intercept URL method and then URL static response. So then the root handler spying usage intercept get users intercept method get URL and then the host name. Right, that's a post request, that's the body of it. I think I'm screwing this around. That's an object and I'm giving it an array, right? Can I just remove this? Also, let me just change this. Let's just go back to that page and have a look at what this would actually do. I'm wondering if I need to put in the query string. Let's try it. Is it definitely a post request? Yes. And that is the action. And can I give it a wildcard or not? I can. So I could do maybe that. Don't know what the, well, it's a, yeah. Matching any request that satisfies a glob pattern. Matching any request that exactly matches. Okay, this is probably why, because I didn't have the glob pattern in. Right, so in fact, what we should be doing is to be a bit more specific. We need to do product ID equals. So we need to do that, and then asterisk. Right, let's just give this a go. If this doesn't work, I'll revert it back to what it was. But I've got a suspicion this is now the correct way to do it. And I think where I had it beforehand, it was just looking for the exact match. And therefore, because that was in there, the query string, it didn't run this. Or it didn't intercept it, because that's exactly what it was trying to look for. So, fingers crossed this will now do its thing. Ow. Oh, my foot. So the hiking today was very easygoing, very flat. I probably shouldn't have done it anyway, but I did it. I just needed to get out of the house. Come on. That's the login. Here we go, place order. Right, fingers crossed. We get to the same errors we did before, but this now does the better intercept call. There we go. Come on, place the order. This isn't filling me full of confidence. The time in which this takes is... What it's probably doing is gathering the stack trace. Here we go. Right. No, actually, that is the same error we had beforehand. So I actually do think it worked. Sounds counterintuitive that it's an error, but it worked. But I think the intercept worked. So if we go over to here again and have a look at this, it's the same thing. And we can see that we did a wait for add to cart. There we go. It's the XHR, so that was the AJAX request, 201 that we got there. And we can see then it did a page load, and we can see that it's in cart, so we can see that that was included. That's great. But we've got this problem here, which is what we had beforehand, which is the problem that I've got with the database, so I need to fix that before this can go any further. But that's really good. So yeah, this test visits the home page, then clicks on the chocolate orange brownies, then and then checks the URL, and then it clicks the add to cart, waits for the AJAX request to update the cart, and then moves on to this page, and it checks the heading your shopping cart, which would be here had this not been in the way. And obviously we've created other tests for the other things to check as well. So we are here. So the error of my ways, well, there was two. One, I was doing an intercept before I actually clicked after I actually clicked the damn thing. So by putting intercept above the click event, that worked. The other error I had was I was using an absolute URL, and it was checking for the exact URL. It was all the way up to add, so AJAX can't add. Where in fact what I should be doing is using the product ID and an asterisk for like a wildcard to check the glob representation of the product ID. Yeah, and that seems to have all worked. And that is a better test than just commenting out these just because Cypress works a little bit faster and therefore doesn't need to wait as long. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm going to commit that. So adjusting place order test to use Cypress intercept. Cool. Now we'll push that up. And what we'll do is we'll go checkout of staging, and we'll merge that in. So that was features E2E. We'll do a git push, and we'll also get onto GitHub, and we will what am I looking for? Do a merge request, a pull request, a merge request, a pull request of this. Right, we'll merge that into master. Brilliant. I'm very pleased. Why was... Oh, it's just... That's fine. I think it's because I skipped them. Yeah, I skipped them. Cool. Okay, so now we can go back to the projects and go back to here and mark this as done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of my stream. There was a lot of work there, but we managed to do a lot of things. We've come up with a lot of issues, and a lot of broken pages that we are aware of. It's all now documented, which is great, which means that I can go through all of this and say we need this page, we need this page. We've marked up a load of questions, and we found various bits where the database needs to be adjusted, and we have evidence of where that fails, which is great. So thank you ever so much for watching. I will be back here next Tuesday, or no, I'll be back on YouTube on Tuesday evening. Join me on, or follow me on Twitter at HowToCodeWell for more for dates and times and stuff. But anyway, I'm off. Happy coding, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. Cheers. Bye bye.